I had never made a call to Diddy. I got Diddy's number, just hit him up. Yo, Diddy, what up? Never happened.
He told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what you just said?
Ooh, this is a tight one. And the winner is Eminem, the Eminem Show.
Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he? Yep.
You guys don't need to worry about me getting revenge from Diddy. I've got 3 moves that make sure he'll never be able to come after me or my family. First, I personally reached out to the victims' legal teams. The real reason he's not getting out is those buried cases behind the scenes. I provided legal funding for 7 victims who had been silent for years and brought in the top criminal attorneys in the country. Second, I bought up every potential post-release business deal he had lined up. I planned this 2 years in advance, so by the time he got sentenced and still had hope of getting out, every partner had already cut ties with him. Third, I don't just have evidence, I've got backups. This is an entire minefield that's been buried for 20 years. I uncovered every secret from the last 30 years. With testimonies from the victims, we interviewed over a dozen people he tricked, threatened, or violated. You think that's harsh? No, he destroyed other people's lives for decades. I'm just making sure he spends a few extra years in prison for it. I'm not afraid of his people, not afraid of his threats. I know he's still in there fantasizing about a comeback, but the truth is, he's never coming back.
My brother, see it? Yeah. Come to London to bust you across your head. What's up? Hit me, all right?
Speaking of, in particular, Netflix docuseries that you've been working on, Diddy Do It.
Right.
You've been saying for years that you feel you knew Diddy's character.
Right. Feel uncomfortable with the way he would present the idea of going to these projects.
To come party with me.
Yeah. And then that swayed me away from it. Just that.
Nigga Puff, like he called, we should kick it on the shit after the made.
Right.
And the nigga, matter of fact, they sent me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like not the shit that y'all.
Burna Boy's name is once again echoing across the music industry, but this time not because of a hit record. The hip-hop world has been thrown into chaos as rumored footage ignites waves of silence, confusion, and unanswered questions surrounding Burna Boy and Diddy. What once appeared to be a powerful alliance between the African giant and one of rap's most influential figures now seems to have transformed into whispers of pressure, complicated deals, and silent betrayal. And now 50 Cent has entered the conversation, breaking everything down in his signature blunt style. He's not just reacting to the drama, he's exposing the hidden power struggles that shape fame behind closed doors and revealing why the industry suddenly seems afraid to even mention Burna Boy's name.
Isn't it weird that the government was so interested in Diddy's baby oil that they took 1,000 bottles away from his house? If the government took 1,000 bottles of baby oil and somebody had things what appeared to be baby oil, and then you have to listen to the prosecutor. He said that they seized 1,000 bottles what allegedly to be baby oil. Allegedly to be baby oil. So that's telling people that it wasn't baby oil. And people think that that was baby oil, they out their mind. I don't believe it was baby oil. Yo, bro, when they went up in there, they knew what they was gonna find. They knew what was ever in that baby oil or that those bottles that appeared to be baby oil, they knew about that at first. You gotta realize 9 times out of 10, that individual that got caught at the airport, that was supposed to be their carrier, told them what they was doing and what they had. I wouldn't put him past that he told them everything. So when they went up in there, they knew they had to take whatever was out there, and that thing that appeared to be baby oil, they took that.
Before the controversy erupted, Burna Boy seemed untouchable. Rising from Port Harcourt to global stardom, he moved with a momentum that felt almost destined. He became a cultural bridge, carrying African rhythms onto the world's biggest stages. His collaboration with Diddy during Twice as Tall was supposed to symbolize the height of global unity, Diddy bringing international power and infrastructure, while Burna Boy delivered raw authenticity and a sound the world couldn't ignore. Together, they created music that crossed borders effortlessly. But beneath the surface of polished success, a quiet tension was growing. In interviews, Burna Boy began hinting at exhaustion, pressure, and the heavy weight of expectations. The very partnership that expanded his global reach may have also limited his creative freedom. He came to realize that fame can glitter like gold from the outside, while quietly imprisoning even the strongest within its walls.
See how many of those come back to be baby oil? Bruh, listen to me. Costco don't sell that much baby oil. Where you know sell that much baby oil?
Yeah, I don't know any store that sell that much baby oil. I know Costco, they came out and said that they don't even sell baby oil.
My sentiments exactly.
But you personally, right, what do you believe was in the baby oil?
If you ever seen a massage parlor being raided and they walking out the people, do they take the massage oil with them when they go? No, they just walk out the people who are being arrested. If you ever seen a person getting arrested and the people being arrested in those brothel houses, do they take out the stuff in the brothel houses? No, they don't. They take the individuals who are being arrested out the brothel houses. For them to take 1,000 bottles of baby oil, it's like that they did not leave one. They left people there, but they ain't leave not one bottle. Nobody needed no baby oil. So my whole thing about it is that there was something in that other than baby oil. That's why they took all the bottles. And 9 times out of 10, if I would give it a wild guess, it was, and like some of the people told me, it was probably that GHB.
What's that?
I think it's gamma hydrox. I looked it up, bro. Let me see. See if I can find it. I know this is just showing everything like that, but oh no. Let me. Yo, somebody tap dance or sing or do something, you know what I'm saying, while I'm doing this. Oh, here it go right here. It's gamma hydroxy butyric. What is its effect on the body? It's a euphoria, drowsiness, decreased anxiety, and memory impairment. It works on the nervous system and gives you this feeling of euphoria. So they take that and rubbed it on her, and you forget who you are, what you're doing. It can also give you memory loss, drowsiness, and that's under the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Administration.
When the alleged footage surfaced, the narrative shifted overnight, from music to manipulation. Suddenly, Burna Boy's cryptic posts about freedom and false kings felt less like poetic expression and more like quiet warnings. Fans began dissecting every lyric and every tweet, searching for signs of the struggle he may have been hinting at long before the controversy erupted. Then 50 Cent entered the conversation with his trademark bluntness, delivering commentary that sent shockwaves through the industry. He suggested that powerful figures often treat artists' careers as if they're playing God, shaping destinies behind closed doors. His words reignited long-standing debates about exploitation, mentorship, and control, forcing the industry and the public to confront an uncomfortable question. Can true artistic freedom survive in a world dominated by contracts, cosigns, and the unseen forces behind fame, especially when an artist like Burna Boy stands at the center of the storm?
No, you want to sit around and pretend to like bitch. That's what y'all do. And then you get these hard Jocelyn.
So I'm just
like
curious.
these are the you like half man. No disrespect, but Jocelyn rough.
Them shoulders is.
And the way she like running up on, I already know she done strapped up on you.
Ooh. So, Jack, let me ask you. There's some of the shocking things.
I hear that mean with a harness.
Oh. Okay, not a harness.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you this. I'm sure somebody's already asked you this, but have you ever been to a P. Diddy party?
Yeah, several, many, honestly.
And so, can you take us through like what goes on, like when you were there?
What did I say when y'all asked me about why was the TD Jakes at the Diddy party?
Yeah.
What'd I say? Money. And
That's correct. Were you surprised that there were so many cameras in his houses?
No.
That he was recording these?
Of course. He is the J. Edgar Hoover of hip hop.
Okay.
Y'all done seen him put on the pyramid with a skirt?
So let me ask you, when you hear that Cassie was told to hire male escorts to come and what they call freak-offs now.
Yeah.
Is that something normal that happens in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Freak-offs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody know that. I've been saying it.
Yeah.
How many times I got these is wild.
So do you feel like people, when they hear pink cocaine, Young Miami has to bring across?
Wait, the Tusi.
Yeah, the Tusi. That's what they call.
I found out. I talked to my drug guy because I wanted to be informed. Because people was calling it Tusi, that's calling it the Tunchi. I didn't know which one it was, so I talked to my drug guy, and my drug guy filled me in, and then it made perfect sense. Tusi.
Talk to him.
Drugs with Jaguar.
Let's talk.
Drugs education.
101.
So Tusi is the cocaine, but they take the ketamine and cook it up, and they fold it into the coke. Now, if you don't know what ketamine is what they call on the street special K. It's a veterinary drug. It's a horse tranquilizer. Now, gay men have been using this for years. See, back in the day, if you went to a gay party or a gay rave, there were certain drugs that you would always find on hand. Viagra, ecstasy, special K, and cocaine. Now, see, the cocaine keep you up all night, but unfortunately, it gives you limp noodle because of with the blood flow. So you with a half-hard dick all night. So that's why you had the Viagra, to make sure that the dick involuntarily stays hard while you're numbing your self with the coke. Now see, the ketamine, that's a horse tranquilizer, so that relaxes all your muscles. You could get by 80 ton gorillas. You wouldn't feel a thing. So now your dick is gonna stay hard, you numbed up and you high. You got the ketamine in you, so you don't feel shit. And then you add the ecstasy to put in the feeling that you've now blocked out. And now you got a party.
Freak off.
Contracts are the invisible strings that hold the music industry together. Silent, powerful, and capable of directing entire careers without anyone noticing. And few figures in the industry understand how to navigate those strings better than Diddy. According to industry insiders, Burna Boy's deal may have involved complex terms around royalties, distribution influence, and touring decisions, the kind of fine print that can quietly transform creative freedom into strategic calculation. Legal experts often point out that agreements like these, while common in global music, can blur the boundary between collaboration and control, gradually turning artists into assets rather than voices. Burna Boy's growing frustration, then, may not have been purely emotional. It could have been shaped by the structure of the deal itself. In an industry obsessed with image, power, and influence, it is often the fine print, not the spotlight, that reveals who truly holds the soul of the art.
And everything like that, because this is stuff that happened back in the day. And then maybe that if they knew there was going to ever be a YouTube, or they knew there was going to ever be social media, a lot of the stuff probably wouldn't have got played out like it did. But things happen, and these are just stories from the past. I would like to use that as what you call that, just to clear the facts up what's going on. But it all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff, and he's in the exotic bookstores, and he's doing shopping, right? He's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, you know, this is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that, because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and, you know, show everybody what he's getting. So as he's going, I'm just looking at the places where he's picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there, and it said butt plugs. And I was like, hey, yo. I was messing with him. Because people don't understand, you know, we was like friends. He was a part of the same gang. So I'm still gonna tease him. I'm still gonna mess with him and everything like that. I could do that. It wasn't just no security thing. So I say, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said butt plugs, and he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you can do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. When he got to, I just waited at the counter. So when he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like, he gave the guy a stack, something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s and nothing like that. And I mean, like, he just said, boom. And we walked out the store. So we had to leave Atlanta and go to North Carolina for a show. You understand? And it was him, this rapper, Sarah, and this other girl. We all got on a G5 jet, and we flew to G4 jet, and we flew to North Carolina. So later on that, I think that afternoon, same day, this rapper and him, they all in the room together. You know, it's Sarah, the girl, Puff, and
As the controversy deepened, Burna Boy's fan base fractured overnight. One side accused Diddy of exploiting yet another rising superstar, while the other argued that Burna Boy was turning against the very system that helped launch him onto the global stage. Then 50 Cent escalated the tension, reminding the world with his signature confidence, "Owning your masters means no one can ever control your story." It wasn't just commentary, it felt like a warning to the entire industry. The fallout revealed how easily mentorship can transform into control, and how quickly admiration can evolve into rebellion. In hip-hop, every partnership is a strategic power move, and when ambition and ego collide, even multi-million-dollar alliances can collapse without warning, leaving Burna Boy's name echoing louder than anyone else in the storm.
At the door and stuff like that, like, yeah, so then next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door, and the dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? And he said, Ja Rule. I said, well, he busy right now. He said, he busy doing what? I said, he with Puff, they're in the room, they busy, they don't want to be bothered. He said, well, I'm going in there. I said, bruh, you ain't going in there, because he told me they don't want nobody to be bothering them. And he was like, yo, I don't care, man, I'm going in there. That bull like that. I said, yo, bruh, Jesus Christ had to come down here and take the air out of my body before you get in that room right there. Watch. He tried to bum rush me. I grabbed him and threw him against the piano. When I threw him into the piano, Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, G, that's my cousin. He know me well, you know, and Puff was like, yo, G, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. And he was like, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room because there's a lot of freaking going on. So I was like, oh, he said it was a lot of freaking going on. So that was basically that story, man. You know what I'm saying? They went back in the room, dude felt a certain kind of way, and he left out. So I seen them at the concert the next day, and they tried to, you know, form up against me. But my man Frank was like, I told my man Frank, I was like, yo, Frank, put yourself in that position. Somebody trying to get in the room, and Ja told you don't let nobody get in the room. What would you do? Now, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, man, but you know I ain't taking no losses. He said, yo, you good, and that was it. Bruh, when Ja said, you don't want to come up in there, a lot of freaky stuff is going on. You got to use your mind. What they was doing with those butt plugs.
Right.
That moment changed everything. The leaked material didn't just ignite debates about contracts, it forced the entire industry to confront its own reflection. It raised a deeper question. What responsibility do powerful figures like Diddy carry when shaping the paths of younger artists? And at what point does guidance quietly transform into control? Burna Boy's story reveals the harsh truth hidden behind fame's glow. The higher you rise, the more the industry tries to claim pieces of who you are. His journey stands as a stark reminder that success can lift you to unimaginable heights, but it can also come at a cost. Ownership of your voice, your vision, and sometimes even your freedom.
He's have enough money to
He
check.
put the boots to that girl. She's supposed to be a good bitch. No matter who she with. All the time he putting a groom in her. Of course he thought it was still gonna work. He thinks he's God. He ain't doing shit. I raped the f out of that bitch, put the boots to her last time I seen her. Her and her trainer, boyfriend, husband. I don't get no.
So you hear about stories of Diddy like shooting people, blowing up cars.
Yeah.
Is he this gangster that behind the scenes that is that him or is that people
Shout
running?
out to Wendy Williams, the first woman to uncover the homo thugs. That's what these down low bitches was called when Wendy first started talking about it in the 90s, the homo thug. She's talking about Diddy.
And then what's the stuff that's happening to Wendy Williams? Do you think this is all connection too?
Of course. They've been waiting. He's been waiting. He was waiting for Kim. Remember? He was waiting. The casket was ready. She was literally casket ready.
Some people are saying the whole Wendy Williams documentary that she's pretty much allegedly playing this way to keep herself safe from him, from any unaliving.
It's been working for Orlando Brown. Why wouldn't it work for Wendy?
To play crazy.
Why wouldn't it work?
Hey, no. Hey.
The oosh gosh whoosh wash. Orlando's brilliant.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all spent time with him.
We did.
Yeah.
He's highly intelligent.
Yes.
Imagine what it's been like to wear this character for this long.
No. I can only...
That he does is a character. Actually, the shit he does online is the best acting he does.
Is he speaking truth?
Of course he is.
You know? We seen Quiet on set.
Major pain in his ass. Literally. Since he was a kid.
Man.
And then milk ram. Talking about expensive pain in his ass.
Wait, this is Philly you're talking about now. Wait a minute, Jack.
Meek.
Wait a minute.
He's a f***ing Fruit Loop. He Diddy-fied.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried period. He Diddy-fied. He Diddy-fried. He the Diddy do-I-bop. Meek. Real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek.
Oh, man.
She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
Oh, somebody that got paid?
Yeah, he said like I was standing
somebody
outside the door.
that got paid.
Yeah.
Just like it wasn't seminal fluid that Justin Bieber was wiping away from his mouth when he brought his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in a club with Trey Songz on the lookout.
The images are there.
Diddy-fied.
The full revelation stripped away every layer of glamour, transforming the story from a trending headline into a chilling warning. Burna Boy's journey became proof that fame without freedom is nothing more than beautifully disguised captivity. The battle between power and creativity has existed since the birth of music, but rarely does it explode so openly, so intensely, with the entire industry watching every move in real time.
All about the money. They saw what he did to Cassie. With the kicking, the punching. They saw what they did to Cassie. They know did nobody in America like that. So now, these people are represented by a brand. Whether it's something about the music, clothing, movies. They're not gonna come out and speak on nothing that has anything to do with them. And they praying that they not on the tape doing crazy stuff, being oiled up in the whole 9 yards. They praying. So until the feds say, hey, yo, listen here. We got you on, hey buddy, we got you on this tape, and girl looked like she was pretty young. We're not gonna show it, but we need you to come and testify against Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, you know, Sean Combs. That's when they're gonna start talking, and they're not gonna be talking in his favor. When the feds come to them and show them what they got on tape, because if he had 250 tapes all over, 250 cameras all over the house, somebody got caught stealing a cookie out the cookie jar. It could be your favorite pastor. It could be your favorite politician. But they didn't think they was being watched. And Brother Love was watching.
Yeah, I mean, TD Jakes, he haven't even came out and said anything. And him and Diddy was real cool.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, man. And I know the people in the congregation over there is shaking in their boots because this man then led them probably, allegedly led them to damnation, because those people's hearts are gonna be broken if that man is seen on those tapes doing anything. Because people always put their faith in the pastor instead of putting their faith in God. And what they need to do is understand that he's just a man. And he has a history. It's not looking too good for him.
So you feel like celebs are worried that they might be on tape?
Oh, they know. That's why they ain't speaking up or saying nothing. Yeah, I was at a Diddy party, but I know I ain't do nothing. When you don't know somebody's taping you, when you don't know that somebody is videoing you in some kind of form of fashion, you got that alcohol, you got the drugs in you, they're a little loose, bruh. They let down all their inhibitions. The music is pumping. He said it himself. He got it so hot in there that you gotta take your clothes off. He said that himself, bruh. So a lot of them, like what he said? I think a lot of them was being swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed? They tell off on themselves all the time, man. You just gotta listen.
But why do you think Diddy had all them hidden cameras?
Bruh, when you that powerful, you didn't get that powerful without having 1 or 2 or maybe 3 ups on somebody. Diddy always been the type of individual that want to have ups on the next person no matter what they was doing. Like, he always played artists against each other. He did it to Big, he did it to Craig Mack. You understand? I said before, he did the stuff to Ja Rule, you know what I'm saying? So had the ups on Ja Rule so he could go after Jay-Z. You understand what I'm saying? So he always played those kind of up games on people. So to have those cameras and know what he was doing, it's gonna give him the ups on everybody who came to that party. Even your favorite basketball player. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. We know who said.
Beyond the noise, the Burna Boy saga exposes a truth the music industry rarely admits. Control is the real currency that determines who rises and who gets consumed. Burna Boy's refusal to bow could mark the beginning of a shift, a new generation of artists determined to own their music, their image, and their stories, without being pulled by unseen power. 50 Cent's closing words carried weight. The game never truly changes, only the players do. His message was both wisdom and warning. As legal teams move in and narratives continue to twist, this leaked footage feels larger than a scandal. It feels like a symptom of an industry built on silence, hierarchy, and dominance. In the end, the real question isn't who leaked it, but who benefits from keeping artists quiet when they finally decide to speak.